Hi everybody. Sorry I'm late today. Running around, have family in town, just trying to get everything done. But I'm here. Didn't have time to set up in the studio, so I'm just doing it from inside the house today. And I thought it's going to be a slow time of year this year. This time of year, January, February. It's been busy. I was in Miami last week for that convention. And next week I'll be back at another convention. So it's been busy. And then March we have our big show, PCS show, in Orange County Fairgrounds. So start getting ready for that. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Hopefully you're staying warm. Sounded like that storm was pretty bad. There's a few of you here now. Jeff was the first one to put a thumbs up. Yeah, if you guys have friends that aren't subscribers of my YouTube channel, please ask them to be. I need to get a lot more subscribers. I'm only at like 47,000 and I want to get more. Hopefully. Hopefully. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, we just posted our trips. And there's going to be more trips coming. We just added another one from Dana Point today. Out of Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. And I'm waiting to hear back from Morro Bay and Avila. We should have those coming up soon. So we'll have those up. Don't know yet about Emeryville. The Sea Wolf is having a rebuild going on right now. So we'll see what happens there. Hey Philip, how you doing? Philip, what city are you in? Silver, what city are you in? William is in Florida. How did you find me, William, if you're in Florida? We have a William and we have a Philip Williams. Wonder if they're both in Florida. Jeff is in Illinois. Miami went pretty good, except I didn't get to leave the hotel because it was raining every day. Lightning for 2 of the nights. So I just ate dinner there at the hotel. It was a nice hotel, so I just stayed there. Probably the nicest hotel I've ever been in Miami, the Hilton. So they had a special price, so I was able to stay there. Yes, Malvin, Berkeley will be a great option if the guys tell me that they can't do this year. I'm just waiting to hear from them. Philip is in Bakersfield. So we have somebody from Florida, somebody from Bakersfield. Silver's in Paris. Jeff's in Illinois. Oh, Carlsbad. Okay. Hey Sam, how you doing? Yeah, my brother's in town right now with his wife. And she took a big fall today. Had to go to the hospital. Hopefully she'll be better. Jeff says they had a lot of snow. It's been brutally cold. As I've been seeing on the reports, it's been bad, and they said there's another storm coming in from Canada. Hey Robert, how you doing? Robert, you'll be happy. We have a bunch of trips coming up from the 805 this year. At least 2 from Santa Barbara. Still waiting to hear about Oxnard. And then hopefully we'll be up in Morro Bay and Avila too. But we haven't got final word yet. I wonder if anybody's been fishing. The weather's been pretty good here. I've been seeing pictures of boats and people out fishing. It looked really good. Philip, are you the one that sent me the pistachios? I got a box of pistachios after that Avila trip. Wind chill is minus 40. Wow. Hey Robert, how you doing? Robert, if you're available next Tuesday, I need another ride to the airport. Thank you for taking me last time. What does IOU say? Hey Dan from Shoreline Marina. I don't know if it's going to be El Nino. Jeff, do you know anything about that? IOU is asking about this. He heard that there's going to be an El Nino. It's not acting like it's going to be a warmer year, but we'll see. Yeah, I would love to fish on some boats out of Channel Islands, but I can't get any of the boats that want to work with me. I can't get boats in San Diego, and I can't get boats in Oxnard. I can get boats in Santa Barbara, Morro Bay, Avila, Long Beach, San Pedro, Dana Wharf, Newport. Just have a hard time with those two areas. Are they catching bonita at Seal Beach Pier? I do not know. Okay, IOU. Jeff says no El Nino for this year, and I would listen to Jeff. He says there's no El Nino predicted. There probably won't be. All right, guys, I have 25 of you watching right now, but only 9 likes. Can we get some more likes, please? And if you're not already a subscriber to my YouTube channel, please be a subscriber. I need more subscribers. So where's everybody watching right now? Majority of you are watching on YouTube. There are some on Facebook. One from the Youth Foundation Facebook page, and 5 of you from the Sport Fishing Facebook page. The rest of you YouTube. None from my personal Facebook page. That's kind of funny. Sam, no boats out of Oceanside. Haven't had any luck. Jerry says, I've been watching your show since you were 12 or since 2012? Silver says lots of small trout and big bear. Jeff says Noah just posted the latest January 17th La Nina. Says it's going to turn into a neutral year. And like I said, that's for bluefin tuna fishing, that's probably a really good thing. If you want to see, yellowfin, that's not a good thing. But for bluefin, that should be a good thing. What Jeff would like to see, and what I'd like to see, is not all the rough weather that we had last year. Seemed like every time we went out, except for one trip, it was lumpy. And those boats that were out tuna fishing all the time, they had a really hard time. Jerry, since you were 12. And what are you now, like 50? Yeah, this is year 40. 40 years I've been doing this. Wow. Hey, Joey, how you doing? Thank you, Robert. I will text you. It's the same time as last time, early morning. Same flight to Miami as last time. 42. Hey, Alan, how you doing? Where's your convention at today, Alan? I know you're not home. 85-pound sturgeon in the Sacramento River. Cool. So Jeff, Kevin's saying that El Nino could produce albacore. I don't know if we'll ever see albacore down here again, but there's plenty of albacore up in Oregon and Washington. Friends of mine went up there. They did really, really good. Just not around here. All right, guys, there's 35 of you on right now, but only 15 likes. Can we get more likes, please? Hey, Kenny, how you doing? Yeah, we didn't see any tune-up this way like before. Hopefully they'll come back this way. So Alan is up in Reno working out of their warehouse up there. All right, Kevin, you see what Jeff texted you there? La Nina will be done in February. Henry Ford, hello. Jerry says, my daughter is 9 and into fishing and loves your fishing. Cool. Jerry, bring your daughter to our kids club meeting, third Saturday of every month. She's more than welcome to come join us. Hey, Tyler, how you doing? Yeah, Tyler, thanks a lot for your help at the event. That was pretty cool. Jay-Z, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoy it. Sometimes I get caught up in the making of the show so much that I forget people watch it. So sometimes it really shocks me when I'm out in public at a store or something like at close to the water. I do kind of, I'm not so surprised when people recognize me, but when I'm not close to the water, like if I'm in Vegas or somewhere, just walking around in the store on land, it does surprise me when people recognize me, but I appreciate it. If I didn't have fans, I couldn't keep doing this, so I greatly appreciate it. Jerry says, and my 16-year-old daughter says, you are her uncle. That's cool. All my nieces live out of state. My one brother's got 6 girls, and they're all in Kansas and Oklahoma. That's cool. Philip says he enjoys these Thursday night chats. Well, thank you. And this is one of the biggest turnouts we've had in a while, so I appreciate it. Got over 50 people on right now. In the summer, sometimes we'll have over 100. But it seems like another 500 to 1,000 people watch it starting tomorrow. I'm sure there's lots of people that are truck drivers and delivery people like Amazon and stuff, and they just listen to it while they're out in their truck driving around. Alex says he saw the video. Oh, so just to let you guys know, when I was in, yeah, that's funny. Kevin's talking about one time we were coming back from San Diego from fishing, and we just smelled like fish, and we were just dead tired. And my best friend Larry, who was, he's passed away. It was Kevin's cousin. That's how Kevin got into the group of us fishing. We pulled in and out on the way back up from San Diego, and we were just beat and tired and smelled like fish. And a bunch of kids came in from the prom, And two of the girls, all dressed up in their prom outfits, took a photo with me, put their arms around me, because their dads were big fans of the TV show. So they wanted to have a picture, and they didn't care that we smelled like fish. So they're probably used to their dad walking into the house smelling like fish. So that was a cute moment. Yeah, I remember that one. Thanks, Kevin, for reminding me. Another thing, when I was in Miami, some of the companies I talked to said I was doing myself a really bad injustice not posting more of my content on YouTube. So I have 770 episodes now, something like that. And I think only about 100 of them are up on YouTube. And I did that purposely because we sell our episodes to other countries. We just sold to 2 little countries in Asia. We have some stuff in the Middle East right now. So I always thought that by not being on YouTube, it would help my sales internationally. But YouTube has grown to this huge monster now, and lots of people get the content from it. So it was made abundantly clear to me in Miami at my last convention to post a lot more content. So I'm committing to do 2 episodes a week to put up. And instead of just making the most recent stuff, what I've decided to do is put some of the early stuff, the very beginning, the first episodes. The one I posted this past Tuesday was like episode number 1, I think. And then the next one will be episode 3, because the other ones have already been up. So I'm going to start posting that stuff up on Tuesdays. And on Fridays, I'm going to be posting more recent, the HD stuff. Now, when I say recent, I just mean it could still be like 7 years old or something. That's about when we started doing HD from SD. But I'm going to get 2 episodes a week up. One's going to be 30, 40 years old, and the other one's going to be less than 10 years old. And we'll just run them. I'll put them up. And if it does well, maybe I'll do 3 a week. But I really want to get toward 100,000 subscribers. And it's taken forever to get to 50,000. I'm only at 47. So that's going to be the new plan, to go ahead and do that and put a lot more content for you guys. Jeff, I don't know if they demolished it or what the plan is. I know that billionaire guy bought it. And I guess they're going to run water from La Rivera all the way there to the resort, because there's no water there. They used to always have to truck water in there. And they're probably going to add electricity too. So we'll see. Hey, John Tuna Slayer. We haven't seen you in a while. So let me play some videos for you guys. First, we should probably do the show open. If I can find it. There it is. All right, here we go. I'm Dan Hernandez, and I live to fish. All right. I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life. Oh! Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way. What does Jeff say? Oh, nice to be creative. Say what? I don't understand your question, Jeff. Maybe you're talking to somebody. Oh, yeah, if they save it. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to save the buildings there or if they're going to demolish it all. It'd be great if they saved the buildings. I know the boys took everything out of the bar and they put it in a warehouse. I don't know if they kept it or what they plan to do with it. Sorry about that. I'm going to put my phone on silent. There it is. Yeah, so I don't know what the plan is for that. If they're going to demolish it. I'll be there in May and I can ask the boys. But when I was there last May, it was not demolished. It was still there. My kids love the intro. That's cool. Yeah, some people used to use that for a ringtone for their phones. Yes, I did. I caught a bunch of golden dorado when I was there. Even John, my cameraman, got to catch a couple. It was a lot of fun. Hooking them is not that hard. Landing them is hard, just because they jump so much and they spit out the lures. But if any of you are interested in going, there is the trip for April. It's an 8-day trip, probably 9 with travel, and just amazing trip. You get a fish for peacock bass in Brazil, golden dorado in Argentina, all your food, all your drinks, alcoholic and not, all your ground transportation, all the fishing, all the tackle, the tours, the tour guides, going to see the waterfall in Brazil. It's just amazing. And all that for only $2,900. You're never ever going to see Argentina and Brazil for $2,900 for 8 days. So if you want to experience it, sign up and go with me. I think there's only room for about 10 more people, and I'd love to take you with me. I think 20 people is the limit for that. And we're taking over the whole resort, so that's why. I want to keep everybody at one place. So sign up and join me. Just call the number there, the 727-288-5853. That's their U.S. office in Florida. And you just leave them a deposit, pay the balance down there, and I'll be hosting the trip. I'll be on a flight with you from Sao Paulo to the lodge, to the resort, and to Brazil. And then we'll fish there for a day, and then from there we'll drive into Argentina. So come join me. Yeah, Philip, I'll be in Alaska in June. I'll be hosting a trip the 12th through the 16th, I believe it is. And then in May, I'll be hosting a trip to East Cape, which you guys are welcome to come join me on that one. And that's this one here, May 14th through the 18th, third weekend in May. And perfect weather to be there. You don't need any fans or air conditioning for outside. It's great. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. That's under $400. You can't do that on a sport boat and have all the food, all the alcohol, all the tackle, everything provided. It's gonna be an amazing trip, amazing trip. Tim, we don't bring fish home back from Argentina because the flight's so long, and the golden dorado are protected, so we just catch them and release, so we don't eat them. They do buy one from the government, so if you want to taste it, they'll have it one night. Well, they'll have a golden dorado there that you can taste, but you have to buy them from the government. They're not sold like at the supermarket or anything, and they just do that so that people can taste them and protect them. But this is our East Cape trip. So come join me on that one. It's a lot of fun. And we'll be there May 14th through the 18th. We already have 20 people signed up for this trip. Normally, we're lucky if we get 20 people to go, but we're only in January and we already have 20 people. And I'm expecting a lot more people to sign up. So sign up if you want to join us in the East Cape. It's going to be a great trip. Moving the trip from July to May has been a big difference. Jimmy's boat, James Garcia, he's normally on here. He was with us last year. He got, on his boat, they got 8 marlin on the last day. In one day, that was hard to beat. Awesome, awesome day. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Yeah, I'll be fishing with you on the 28th, right? Next month. I was asking, when is the earliest one can target Dorado? Well, you can target them with me down in the East Cape in May. Up here, you're lucky if you see one in the Long Beach area. We see them every few years, maybe. Not that often. That one year we had them really good, but it's probably been 10 years since they were that good. But yeah, San Diego, probably going to be like August. Jeff can probably answer that a little bit better, but probably like August. Hey, my dad's on. Hello, Dad. Jeff, yeah, I'm doing Alaska. Do Alaska in June. June we do Alaska, and it's the week before Father's Day. So we learned last year not to do it during Father's Day. We had a really small turnout because of Father's Day. So this year we're staying away from Father's Day. Hey, Dad, how you doing? All right, guys, let me play for you a little thing. I hosted a thing at my house last Sunday, to watch the Rams game for my volunteers. A lot of them were busy, but the ones that did show, here are some of them. Fresh one on the magic metal.
I figured it out now.
Oh, another one for Captain Anthony.
Captain Anthony on a magic metal jig, MM5.
Can you bite yet, Rocky? What jig is that? Can you bite yet?
Magic metal jig.
Oh, magic.
Magic metal light.
Another legal.
Another legal. See that jig there, Cap? Magic metal light jig. Use the link down below. You can order yours. Come out here on the Sport King and catch them.
Come on out.
Just like the captain. Let me see. Yeah, Jeff's saying July. If the weather's warm enough, you can get them. July through October. I normally see them more like August, September, and October is normally like the bonus month. If we're going to see big eyes, if we're going to see lots of yellowfin, it's normally October. A great time to catch marlin too. September, October, lots of marlin. Normally September is the biggest hurricane month, so that pushes more and more of the warm water up this way. So that works out good. All right, guys, I still have 35 of you on here, but only 27 likes. Can we get some more likes, please? Yeah, and it was fun, except for the ending of the game. All right, so we had a record turnout at Lake for the Almani PD event. And we had a little treat there too, which I didn't realize until after I talked to the kid. And this is one of the kids who joined our kids club, been to a bunch of meetings, and came to catch his first trout. And here's a little interview I had with him afterwards.
Okay.
Hey guys, we're here at Lake. We're doing an event with the Almani PD and California Department of Fish and Wildlife. And one of our guys caught a fish. What'd you catch?
Rainbow trout.
Rainbow trout. And what's your name?
Lucas.
Lucas. He's out here fishing. Is this the first time at one of our events, or your third time? That's pretty cool. And what'd you use today, catch up? Carbon. Cool. Do you come to the kids club meetings too? Cool. So Lucas is one of the kids that comes to our kids club meetings. We're here on the third Saturday of every month here at Lake. But today it's a big, huge lake event. And I guess because of Lucas coming to the classes, learning basics about fishing, he's successful. He's one of the few kids that caught a nice trout today, so it's pretty cool. Thanks for coming out, man. Good job. All right, for more information, go to our website, dancekids.org. Thanks, everybody. So it's nice to see when the kids go out on their own and catch their own fish. I really like that. Yeah, Mike, nobody's really tuna fishing right now. The weather. I mean, I'm sure there's still fish around places, but you probably have to drive a ways. That's why Jeff was doing 3-day trips. But this weather, oh no. The local weather's been pretty nice though. I've been seeing a lot of pictures of people out fishing locally, catching bass, and it seemed like they're doing good. All right, so we had a record number of kids, and a lot of them came because I posted on TikTok, and we had a bunch of kids show up. Had 80,000 views on one video, and that generated over 1,200 kids. And this is what it looked like in the line. Hi everybody, Dan here. This is the line for our fishing event here at Lake. This is the biggest turnout we've ever had for a kids club kids fishing event here at Lake. There are hundreds and hundreds of people in line. The line goes all the way up that way. We've never ever had this many people at Lake for a free kids event. And probably we're expecting 500-600. We might have 1,000 today, who knows. But the huge line. Yeah, that was crazy. The cars were lined up on the freeway, and I heard later from people that didn't even bother coming into the parking lot because when they got to the freeway, the line was so long just to get over the bridge and get in that they gave up. And some of those kids, I felt bad. They were in line for over 3 hours. So we have to do something to fix that. Have to talk to Fish and Game and Brian and see what we can do. I mean, I know we can't get enough rods. We had over 1,000 kids show up, and we had probably 300 to 400 kids that wanted to borrow gear. Brian had 250 rods, and we took another 90 rods out from our rods that we had there at the park for our kids club meetings, and they rigged them and all that for the kids to use for trout fishing. Some of my volunteers went over to help Fish and Game to rig them, and even with all that, wasn't enough rods. So luckily people were quitting early and they're bringing the rods back, so they're able to hand them out to other kids. But the line was just too ridiculous. It was just, we got everybody registered in about hour and a half max, but the line to wait for rods went on and on for 3 hours. And I have to talk to Brian, see what we can do about that. I don't know if there's a solution to that, but other than cutting off registration, but we'll see. Hey Teresa, how you doing? Hopefully you're at home and not in a hospital or anything. But you like to go to restaurants and watch us, so maybe you're doing that. Tim, yes, we will have a booth at PCS. We paid for a second booth, so we'll have 20 feet. One booth for the Youth Foundation and one for the TV show. I wanted to spend the money this year since it's my 40th year. I thought we'd have a bigger booth. So we're doing that. Good, I'm glad you're fantastic. All right, here's a video from the El Monte PD event. And this isn't that long, and I was so busy trying to run the thing, I didn't get to take a lot of pictures. But here are some of the pictures from that day. Let me find it. There it is. Okay. So that's some of the pictures from that day. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Yeah, that was a pretty crazy day. So I'm very thankful for all my volunteers for sticking in there. I sent a bunch of them to go walk the lake to help people. Alan was talking about how he was just busy getting tangled lines undone and stuff, and I was trying to answer questions, and I just had a bunch of people upset with the lines and the comments, and I tried to explain to them that we never planned for 1,000 people to show up, and we never planned on having over 300-400 kids needing rods to borrow. We've never had that happen before. Normally, the majority of the people that come to these events already have fishing tackle, and maybe 10%, 15% at the most need to borrow gear from Brian from Fish and Wildlife. And never have we had it where about half the kids needed, 50% of the kids needed to borrow gear. It was just crazy. Pretty crazy. What does Robert say? Oh, okay, he's talking to Alan. And Kevin wants to know if Aaron was able to catch any fish after the event. I haven't heard if he caught any trout that day. It sounded like more of the trout were caught up by Rosemead because that's where they stock the fish. I don't know why they didn't stock it closer to where we have most of the people at, but that's what they did. So Robert and Alan are talking. So just before I went and did all that other stuff, we were up in Oxnard filming, and this was a little video from that day. Hey guys, I'm up in Oxnard today, and we're at Fisherman's Catch. This is Chef Francisco. He just made this awesome lingcod fish and chips for me. We caught up here fishing on the Coraloma, I believe it was, back last year. So we're filming cooking segments today, so you can watch it when we finish the episode. Thanks, Francisco.
You're welcome.
All right, and if you're in the area, come up here, stop by, see Francisco, and get one of these dishes. All right, I'm gonna eat this now. Bye. That was really good. The fish and chips was really good. In Panko, it was really, really good. Hey, Kevin, did we use up all the power bait? Was there any power bait left? I know that was a huge bag of power bait we had, but we went through 2 cases of worms, and we went through all the marshmallows. So now we need to buy marshmallows for the next event. So yeah, we went through all the marshmallows. So we're gonna have to invest in marshmallows for the next event. Oh, and the next event, I haven't got the final date, but I think it's gonna be the second week of May for MacArthur Park. The second Saturday. Is that the 9th or something? Let me see here. Yeah, the 9th. Then the next day is Mother's Day, the 10th. Yep. So, see what happens. Well, I figure you're always busy, Robert, watching the kids and all that. So we still have some jars of power bait. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Almani PD wants to do that event again next year, so we're going to need to start stocking up. And Robert, one of the Roberts, had a great idea. I think it was Robert number 2. I forget all who's Robert 1 and Robert 7. He had the guys go through the jars of power bait they had at home, and so if you have any open ones that you're not using, bring them, and then just buy new bait later for yourself. And we got probably another 20-25 jars that way with the volunteers bringing power bait that they had at home. Turner's donated like 25 jars. Almani PD bought 20-25 jars, and we blew through all that in the first hour. So it was pretty crazy. We went through power bait, we went through 2 cases of worms, and we went through I don't know how many bags, 10-12 bags of marshmallows. I think Brad told me there was no more marshmallows left. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, and guys, go to my website and take a look at the trips we have posted. So if there's some trips that you want to get on, sign up soon. And if you find out like 2-3 weeks ahead of time you can't go, work or something, we'll give you a refund. But if there's a trip you really want to get on, sign up soon, because they all will sell out. I want to see if we can get those day-and-a-half trips filled up soon. We have 2 right now. We're probably going to have a 3rd one. So it'll be good. Robert's talking to his kids. So Robert, the son that fishes with you on the boat with us, I met him when he was a little kid. He's kind of old now, but I met him when he was a little kid at the Fred Hall show. Wow. That's amazing. I wonder if I still have this one. No. Hey guys, Dan here. I'm over up in Ventura at Eric's Tackle Shop. I've known Eric for a long, long time. He was around when I very beginning, when I started my TV career here, fishing Southern California. We're in his store, and Eric, nice to be here, man.
Nice being here, man. Hey, congrats, Dan. Keep it up. Hope you do another 25 years.
Thank you, man. So if you guys are up in the Ventura area, come over here, say hi to him. Great tackle store, great location, close to water. Anything you want to know about the Channel Islands, really anywhere in the world, he's fished everywhere. Come ask him, he can help you out with it.
Thanks, guys.
And he rigs a lot of boats up too.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of
yachts.
boats. All right, so I'm on my journey here to finish my 40th year on TV. Thank you guys for being on the ride, and talk to y'all soon. Bye, everybody. That's always fun. Nice to visit with Eric. I only get in there about once every other year or so. I drive by there a lot, but I don't get off the freeway. I'm going up north. And that day we were filming there, so I stopped by there. So yeah, your son's 37, and I met him when he was like, what, 10? Younger? That makes sense. I've been doing this for 40 years. That's hard to believe. I was on TV before your son was born. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I thought I was going to cut back on trips this year, but it's been so hard to get sponsors and advertisers that I'm doing more trips this year. So we're actually going to have a few more trips than we did last year. So we'll see how that goes. So Robert's doing some advertising for Eric's. That's cool. Yeah, and then I don't know if you guys know it, but Aaron, who owns Bob Sands, caught his very first fish at one of our kids' events at El Dorado Park many, many years ago. His mom came by and showed me photos one time at the Bart Hall show, so that was pretty cool. Nice to see. And it was nice to visit him at his store and see what they've done. They've really grown it and did it good. I haven't planned any swap meets because I don't know where I'm gonna be. I don't know what the building situation, what's gonna happen. So I don't know. I guess I could start looking for buildings if you guys want to have a swap meet. But we can talk about that, see what you guys think. We need to find a location for a good swap meet. So hopefully I'm going to be getting out of the warehouse. If I get out of the warehouse, we need to find a new place to have it. Yeah, Robert, his sister too, they were both together that day, fishing at El Dorado Park. And it was funny because when I was there visiting him that day that I was at Eric's, and the same day that we were filming in Oxnard, all of them work there. The mother, and the mother does more of the books. The daughter does a lot of the online sales and also their Instagram and all that. She edits the videos and all that. So it's a whole family operation. So it's pretty cool, and he's running it, and it was pretty neat to listen in conversations when he was talking to customers about rods and stuff. I mean, he knows so much about those rods and what they're made of and all that, and the actions. It was pretty enlightening. It was stuff I hadn't heard, and it was pretty cool to see that. It was really, really neat. I really liked it. So just a reminder, guys, we'll be back in the East Cape in May 14th through the 18th. Hey, Jimmy, we missed you at the barbecue. Wish you would have been there. And Jimmy's team won this tournament last year. So they got 1 day of free fishing. I don't know if he signed up yet for this year. But sign up soon. We already got 20 people signed up, Jimmy. So sign up soon and get your room. And so if you guys want to join me in that one, we also have this trip in April in Argentina. I need to get about 10, 12 more people for that. So we'd love to do that. So come fish with me in Argentina the 17th through the 25th of April. Get a fish in Brazil for a day, catch your peacock bass, and then head to Argentina for 5 days of golden dorado fishing. So that is going to be an amazing experience. What's this one? On Alaska. Alaska, we will be there June 12th through the 16th, fishing the 13th, 14th, and 15th. I think Jeff was asking me earlier about that. And Jeff, what's really neat about that trip too is Dennis Luckenbach works out of there. He used to run the Blackjack. He ran other boats out of Morro Bay and stuff too. So it's really neat to, it's pretty neat to fish with them and see him again. He was the one that really got my appetite for fishing on boats and stuff. Did a great job, taught me a lot about working with people and how to be on boats. So yeah, and they even dropped the price on the Alaska trip. Last year it was like $4,000. This year it's only $3,400 for the 5 days. And the Argentina trip, like I said, 8 days, and it's only $2,900. So think about joining us for one of those travel trips, or all of them. What does Jim say? Also, okay, so James is going to Mexico. He already booked his room, poolside room, and he already made a reservation to go to Alaska too. Cool. Well, you should go to Argentina, and then you'll be on all 3 trips with me. A trip every month. Since your wife doesn't like to get on planes, you might as well go fishing. So, yeah, Kevin, you haven't been down there by the yacht club, but there's a lot of construction, and because of that, with the new building that went in across the street, they're not allowing any activity in the parking lot anymore. There just isn't the parking. They've kind of taken it over, but I will make a phone call and see if there's an area that we can do it there. And then the other problem with it is it gets expensive paying for the parking lot, but I'll see what they say. But yeah, no, I used to love to do it there in Long Beach. We were over there by West Marine and stuff. But since that building got done on the corner there at PCH and 2nd Street, they stopped allowing any of that kind of stuff. There is a group that's doing them at the Marina Boatyard parking lot. I'd suggest I could talk to them too about doing that, but we'll see. Yeah, we need to find a good location where people can drive by and see it. So that's part of the problem. If you guys know a good location, let me know. Please let me know, and we can host one. I thought we had the perfect location with Bass Pro, but that fell apart, like you all know. So that was a mess. So we'll see what we can do. Maybe I can ask Turner's, but I don't know if they could do anything with all the stuff they have in big shopping centers and stuff. But we'll see. But we do need to find a location. The guys in San Diego have offered us to use their place, but I don't know about driving all our stuff all the way down to San Diego and doing it there. I was hoping something convenient, not so far. But, I'm open to all ideas. So if you guys have some good ideas, please share them with me. I'd like to know. Okay, and if you're thinking about joining me for one of the filming trips, please sign up soon. That'd be great. Wow, we still got 25 people on here. That's cool. Any last questions? Robert Bass Pro's dead to me. Yeah, that whole thing hurt a lot of people. There was at least 5 other groups that I heard of that the other general manager had promised them checks and donations, and the new people came in and didn't do any of it. Canceled anything that that guy had, that Richard had done, which is sad because we were starting to build a good relationship with them. Montebello City Hall. You know what? That's a good idea. Maybe there is a mall that isn't as busy anymore. We could use a parking lot at. I'll make some phone calls. But if any of you have a location, there was one person that offered us a place in Riverside, but I was trying to get something closer our way. Yeah. Wonder where we could go. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know. All right. Next Thursday, I will try to be on. I don't know what's going on in Miami with the activities. If there's a show going on or some presentation I got to be at, but if not, I'll try to do YouTube live from Miami, even though it'll be 10 o'clock at night back there. But I'll try if everything goes well. If not, then we'll have to wait a week. And then after I get back, we'll need to unload the truck and start preparing for the PCS show. So hopefully I can get Kevin, a couple of you guys to come down and go through all the rods we have and see what we need to start getting ready for that, what we need to do. Yeah, Sam, I was thinking about that over by the Sears area, but I don't even know how I would. I guess you just call Cerritos Management and ask them. I'm not sure who else you would call, but we have to do that. If any of you retired guys has time and wouldn't mind making some phone calls, let me know. I can suggest a few places, like Sam's saying, Cerritos Mall over by Sears. Maybe that'd be a great location. There was that one restaurant that was there that's closed down now. God, what was the name of that place? It's right there in the same parking lot. That would be a great place too. But I guess we have to call the management and see what they say. I don't know if they'd let us, but we'll find out. There's got to be some place that would let us. So we'll see. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night. It's after 8 o'clock, 8:15. So thank you all. And thanks to all the new people for joining in. And be safe out there. Go fishing when you can. The Gale Force and the Triton are still doing lobster trips. The Sport King is trying to get out on weekends. And it looks like in February I'm going to do, yeah, that's it, Sam Stacks. I'm going to do a meet and greet trip, probably on the Sport King. I think they're only charging like $110 or something for a Catalina trip. So I'll find out the exact date and I'll share with you guys. So I'm dying to go fishing. I'm having some boat work done on my boat next week and have it all fixed up for the fishing season. And that's like the only investment I'm doing in it this year. Last year I spent the money for the new anchoring system and did some other little work on the boat, some new bilges and bilge pumps and stuff like that. So we spent quite a bit of money last year. This year we're just spending a little bit of maintenance money to do some stuff on, and then we should be good to go. So not spending nearly as much as last year. If you know any companies that want to advertise on my show, please let me know. And if you have any people that are interested in supporting our youth foundation, we need to invest a little bit of money getting a trailer and getting a lot more gear. We need to get hundreds of more rods and reels so we don't have the problem like we had last time. So that would be hard. Yeah, Jerry, February 15th, I believe, is still open. February. Yeah, February 15th is open right now. You don't want to go fishing on the 14th on Valentine's Day? So, just an idea. Chris is doing okay. I'll see him this Saturday. We're going to just go do some cleanup over here on the skiff and stuff. So he's going to come by and help me with that. So I'll see him then. I think he's just been working on his sailboat. All right, guys. We'll call it night. Say good night. Bye, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Thanks again. And please sign up for our fishing trips. All the filming trips are up on the website. Like I said, we'll probably be adding about 6 more in the next week or 2. So keep checking it out and we'll post more for you. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. Good night.